Sky fits heaven, heaven. Sky fits heaven, so fly it. That's what the prophet said to me. Child fits mother, so hold your baby tight. That's what my future could see. Say what you